it's a sight to see.
Awaiting another chance after his last failed to come to fruition, Errol Spence Jr. is back at it again. Now on his agenda appears to be the turn of another hungry champion who seeks the challenge of a lifetime in a 3-belt unification against the division's hottest draw.
Yordenis Ugas.
Does that mean Errol Spence?
He's the next one on the list that I want to fight.
One man brings an all-action, heavy-handed southpaw spite, and the other, a mid-range mauler who refuses to be stopped.
We see an IBF welterweight champion of the world, the truth, Errol Spence Jr.
It's now been over a year since Errol Spence Jr. fought last. And over that period of time, a list of young, hungry upcomers has started to grow quite rapidly. However, with Errol still showing little enthusiasm on making the matchup between him and Crawford for some time, the bouts he's participated. But with his next opponent currently standing in line, it's hard to be completely convinced that he'll have the same kind of dominance when coming up against a fellow division champion.
The real champion is.
I think Yordenis now is at a point where he's prepared to make any adjustment that he's got to make to beat whoever's across from him. And I'm actually convinced that he might be able to find a way to beat Errol Spence Jr.
Stylistically, I think Spence is a better fighter. But you guys ain't, pushover.
We saw that.
Big,
Yeah.
size, strong, he's a world champ for a reason.
Not forgetting that Pac-Man did retire after this fight, Ugas' punch combinations and ability to evade Manny's lightning hands worked well considering his stationary feet. But could this be a potential problem for Ugas? We know Errol hasn't got the quickest ring mobility either, so not having to chase and hound down a moving target played greatly into his hands, suiting him down to a T.
He's cold, he's calculated, and he is landing with accuracy.
Though Ugas isn't like your average Cuban boxer, as he much prefers to box from a more to their advantage.
You should put your money on me because I come after it, night after night.
Nevertheless, Ugas will likely encounter brief snippets of success during the fight, much similar to how Kell Brook did, when his countering and timing played nicely at certain times throughout the fight.
Watch what happens when I get my hands on you, bro.
I don't know what the chocolate. What is a chocolate brownie? What is it?
What it is, that. Watch what happens.
He's walking forward, Brook, who's actually dominating here with his boxing ability. People shouting and screaming all around us at ringside.
After Errol made a comeback from his horrendous car incident, people have been skeptical about his ability to return to the sport.
Man, I could just look at the man. I know the man's a champ, I give him that credit. He's not all there, man.
What makes you think that?
Just, I could study people, man. I could read your soul, man.
Back last year.
Many fighters may have this issue and not know it and still fight, and after the fight may lose their eyesight or may not even know it then until it gets so bad that it's too far gone.
But now being given the green light to return to the sport, Errol will be out to prove that he still remains the biggest threat to the division, and one that won't be denied easily.
Where does this end for you?
Don't end, because after I become undisputed, then we move up to 154 and try to become undisputed there.
In parallel to Spence's will to stay at the top, Ugas' poverty-stricken upbringing will definitely show a strong urge in his need to succeed as he looks to build a brighter and better future for him and his family.
Yordenis Ugas.
I am one of the best. I'm right there with all of them, and I'm ready to fight any of them.
Having 3 inches in reach and an inch in height, Errol seems to have the slight edge. Although Spence will be going in as the significant favorite, still unfair to write off any form of underdog, especially after what we witnessed back in 2021 with a countless amount of upsets.
His opponent. What a right hand from George Cambosis, and the takeover went down.
attempting to beat the odds once more. Ugas' fan-friendly style will no doubt make for an epic night of events, combined with Errol's sharpshooting aggressiveness. And with the pair both refusing to give up center ring, it's possible someone might touch the canvas.
Oh, get right by Ugas! And that was that right hand over the top.
Whether it's the upset that no one expects, or the predictable outcome everyone presumes it to be, the clash between these two titans is one that will crown a new welterweight ruler by the end, making them a unified icon of the sport.